What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Come On Keeping It Real. It's gone. It's gone. It's all gone. So I went ahead and shaved. I haven't shaved everything on my face in a long time. I actually sent old Half Pint a picture yesterday, and he was just like, "Holy crap!" He said, "I haven't seen you shave completely in years." You always kind of look funny after you go from having a beard for so many years to no beard. So this is definitely different. I look a little bit younger, to say the least. It's a monster kind of morning, but it's a beautiful morning this morning. The clouds are clear. Y'all will probably be able to see the mountains and stuff in the background here in a minute. I'm going down my dirt road, headed to work. And it is Friday, TGIF, come on. I'm excited about it. I am super excited about this weekend. I'm hoping to have an extremely productive weekend. I want to finish outside, getting the cabin cleaned up, getting all the canopies and stuff around the cabin cleaned and organized, and that temporary pop-up storage shed that I got. Actually pulling the sides down and putting the bars at the bottom, take it halfway apart to put it back together. I can't stand the instructions on that thing. They want you to build the whole thing and then take most of it apart in order to put the actual thing on there. And when I put that up was when I originally came here to Arkansas, right before I moved. I was here for like 7 days, and I had a ton of stuff to do in 7 days. So I was trying to get as much done as I could. I had to get the canopy up just for storage stuff because I was steady bringing stuff back and forth from Texas. So I got it up, and then at the end, I was like, what? Something's not right. And sure enough, those side poles that they said put on, which really had no reason to even need to go on until that was done anyways. But for some reason it said do it, and I followed the instructions, and well, the instructions on that is something you don't want to follow. So I need to pull those down, put those bars in. I would honestly like to get the second little temporary 10 by 20 canopy up that I have for the tractor to go up underneath. I don't like just leaving it out in the weather. If I could keep it up underneath something, it'd definitely help with just keeping the maintenance up on it without stuff getting all over it, and probably keep the seats lasting longer and the controls and the wiring and everything else. At some point I am going to do a shop. I did get a question on that. Have I planned on doing like a log shop to match the cabin and stuff like that? Maybe one day I'll have some log little buildings, storage buildings and stuff. I'm actually talking to a guy that owns a shed place called Bonafide, and he does sheds, carports, and he's actually moving to Arkansas here soon, about 3 hours from me. And he's also going to do barn dominiums, and the barn dominium that he's got picked out for his place is phenomenal. It is amazing. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to see him build it and kind of put that together. He used to have a YouTube channel. I think he's going to start another one here soon, whenever he moves and starts doing his barn dominium build. So that'd be cool. But he's talking about coming out to the property and putting a shed out on the property for advertisement and stuff for his business, because he's moving his business here too. So I don't know if that's going to take place or not. We're still talking and everything about it, so we'll see. Hopefully it does, because the buildings and stuff that he has are phenomenal. It looks like a really good quality. I went on their website, read a bunch of their reviews and stuff like that, and he seems to do real good quality work, and he seems to be a real straight up kind of guy, which I appreciate. And so maybe that'll happen, and that'll be the actual shop that I use. It'll be big enough for my tractor and also to be able to work in, store my tools in. So excited about that. Ooh, boy, that sun is kicking. Hold on, let me put that down. I might have disappeared on y'all. I couldn't even see the phone there for a second. Another question that I had was, when I raised the roof, I'm on the dirt road, guys, but I'll go ahead and put my seatbelt on so it doesn't ding on y'all. When I raise the roof, how is that going to affect the look of the cabin? I think it's going to give it more dimension, personally. And they wanted to know if, I don't have names and stuff in front of me because I'm driving, but if you ask the question, you'll know I'm talking about yours. They wanted to know what's the plan for the siding and stuff like that, because up underneath will be the block with the rock, and then you'll have the vertical logs, and then up top it's probably going to be the board and batten. It'll probably be cedar. On the side right now, if you look at the cabin, they kind of got a board and batten kind of thing going on right now up top already. So I'll basically mimic that. So the top part will be probably board and batten, cedar, more than likely. Cedar's good for like rot and insects like termites and stuff like that. So more than likely to be cedar up top, then it'll have the vertical logs, and then it'll be rock and stuff at the bottom. I also had another person comment, why so many channels? What's the point? Is it all about money and all that other stuff? Yeah, the channels, the extra channels, it really doesn't have nothing to do with money. To be honest with you, if I put the videos on my main channel, I would probably make more money than I do on a smaller side channel. Eventually that might be different as the numbers change and stuff, but to start out with, yeah, I would probably make more money if I put it on my main channel. It would go out to more people. The main reason why I got multiple channels is to separate the content for you guys, because not everybody likes watching cooking. Not everybody likes watching just a talk form kind of like this. Some people just want to watch building and homesteading type stuff. So to separate it in a couple of different channels, to me, kind of makes it to where you can kind of pick your flavor. You know, if you like the talking format and stuff like that, then come on over to this channel and we'll talk about it. Come on. If you like cooking, then go over to Fired Up Friday. Check out Fired Up Friday, and we cook some good groceries on there. If you want building and stuff like that, then you go over to Come On Homesteading, and that's where we do all the building and stuff like that. So it separates it. It gives the fans a better way to kind of separate the content that they want to watch. And at the end of the day, it's up to y'all to watch what you want to watch and to decide what you want. I get a lot of comments all the time on my main channel, you know, oh, I don't want to see cooking, or you talk too much and all this other stuff. Well, this kind of helps that a little bit. This cuts down on the talking type of videos on the main channel, and I haven't cooked nothing on my main channel in a while, and I probably won't. I mean, maybe here and there whenever I bring you on little adventures where we're in barbecues and stuff like that, but for the most part, the cooking will be on Fired Up Friday. So that's one of the big reasons for me to separate the channels. Fired Up Friday doesn't even make any money. It's not even monetized right now. So when I put a video out there, it doesn't make nothing. So it's definitely not about money on there. This channel right here is monetized, and that is a credit to you guys. This channel got monetized in like a week. It was insane at how fast it got monetized, and it's making a little bit of money, but it's definitely not, you know, some huge amount or anything like that. It will grow, and as it grows, I will make more. This is a business. YouTube is a business. It's a lot of work, and I don't think people realize how much work YouTube is. They think we just put a video out and it just magically everything gets edited and stuff like that. I spend more time on YouTube work than I do my main job. I have more hours a week invested in putting out content and editing and reading comments and doing lives and all of that other stuff than what I do on my 40-hour-a-week job. So in all reality, it's a job, and if we can make a little money to do it, why not? I mean, and why would that even be a problem? I don't understand. I would never, me personally, I would never hate on somebody for trying to better themselves and to add more income in their life, because especially with the way things cost right now, that's another thing. A lot of people that talk about, oh, you're doing this for money and all this other stuff, are also the same people that are like, you need to build, why ain't you building, you need to do this, you need to do that, why don't you buy this, why don't you do this? All of that costs money. And right now, man, everything is like 3 times what it used to cost. This is the worst possible time to be doing a cabin renovation or any kind of big projects like that, as far as building and stuff like that. Everything costs 3 times as much. And if we didn't make money doing this, it would be very hard to do what we do, and to be able to keep the projects kind of going, because it's expensive. I mean, just those 4 loads of rock cost me $2,000 for 4 loads of rock, you know. And I made a video on it, and trust me, I didn't make nowhere near that on the video for it. You know, but it did help. It did help a little bit. It helped supplement what it cost me to do that. So I'm never going to feel guilty about making a little bit of money doing this. I did it for 2 years. I put out over 180 videos that I didn't make a penny on. So the fact that I finally got to a point where I can make a little bit of money doing this, and it's not a ton, trust me, I'm not going to feel bad about it, and I feel like I shouldn't get hate for it. So that's my personal rant for Friday. That's my Friday rant for it. But man, it's gorgeous. Let me flip y'all around here. Hold on 1 second. Look at that. Tell me that right there is not something beautiful to drive to every single morning. Every single morning I get to see this view right here. And I tell you what, every single morning it stays just as majestic and beautiful as I see it every single. I love it. Wow, that sun is kicking. That sun is kicking like Van Damme this morning. Hold on, I'll be turning here in a minute. I don't know how well this camera is dealing with all this bright sunlight. One of the other questions that I got was, do I have propane at the mountain already? And yes, if you've watched my main channel, when I first moved out to Arkansas and I was dealing with freezing my what's happenings off, I installed a propane heater inside the cabin, and I put 200-pound propane tanks outside of the cabin and plumbed everything up. So yeah, I do have propane. And with that question was, if I do have propane there, what do I think about getting like a propane refrigerator and stuff like that? And I haven't thought about it. I had a propane/electric refrigerator in my fifth wheel on the homestead in Florida, and it was a good size one, and it worked pretty good. I have thought about it, and that honestly probably will end up being the route that I go, because just with me going solar, and in the future, the less things that I can have on power, the better. So I probably will do one of those propane/electric ones, so whenever the electric is running, it'll run on electric, and then if the power goes out, then it'll kick over to propane, or I can just set it to run just strictly on propane. I will also be getting a propane stove at some point, and so I will have refrigeration and a stove in the kitchen, and everything run off propane. I think a 200-gallon propane tanks will be plenty. I bought 2 for the simple purpose that when one runs out, then I know that I need to load it up and go get more propane, and I still have another 100 pounds to give me time to actually do that, whether the weather be bad or anything like that. Wow, the sun is crazy this morning. And then what was the other question? Do I know the approximate square feet of the cabin and what it will be after the renovation? The cabin is a 20 by 24 cabin, so I can't do the math while I'm driving right now. But the addition's going to be 15 by 34, I believe. So if you add all of that up, that right there would be what the square footage is. Plus you have the loft area upstairs, which is about half the size of the main cabin. I have to do the numbers on it one day. I am about to start drawing up the plans. I am going to draw up plans for this and a little digital kind of look at what it's going to look like. I don't typically do that. I typically just build out of my head, but with a project this size, I kind of want to know. And it'll just make it easier for me to do the footers and stuff like that, and kind of figure out what materials I need and stuff like that, because I don't want to waste any money with the prices of things right now. And also I got to make a lot of the wood with the sawmill, which is another thing. Anthony and Roxanne with Country Road Cure, if y'all ain't checked them out, make sure you go check them out. They're a great channel. They're doing big things over there on the 41.36, a shed to house. They've already got one smaller one done called the Thunderdome, one of my favorite places in Arkansas. Them guys are killing it, man. They work their butts off, and they're about to get water in their shed to house right now. They're almost done with the water part. So they're doing big things over there. It's crazy what they've accomplished in a year. But they invited me over for dinner tonight. Roxanne wants to cook a home cooked meal for me. They've came out to my place several times since I've been here, and to eat. And she's talked about wanting to make me like a home cooked meal. And Roxanne is a beast in the kitchen. She can cook her butt off. So I am very, very, very excited about that. So after work today, I have something to look forward to go and have me some good home cooked groceries over there on the 41.36. I've been really busy. I haven't had a chance to get over there. I will also be picking up the tractor this weekend and the sawmill and all of that. So it's going to be a good weekend, a very productive, busy weekend. But I'll be recording it, bringing you guys on the main channel, Come On Homestead. Make sure you go check that out. Hit the notification bell. Watch one of the videos. Hit the thumbs up button. And tell me what you think about it. That's my YouTube pitch for the day. Alright guys, well this sun is bad. I don't know how bad it's messing up this camera right here, because it's shining right in my face and I can barely see. But there will not be a video Saturday and Sunday on this channel right here, but we will return on Monday, because we do it Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. And I hope everybody has a wonderful, happy, productive, fun. Make sure that you take some time for some fun this weekend. And until we see each other again, guys, come on. Hey, keep it real.